Hello everyone and welcome to the very first episode of Death Parade. But before we talk about this impossible spoilers, here's an artist promotion right here. So please be sure to check out Yonrei for more amazing art. Links to a demo link below was from links to this reaction video. And you might be wondering, Lana, why are you all moist right now? And it's because I took a shower, and while I was in the shower I actually thought a lot about this episode, and I got a little bit more thoughts about it, and I wanted to bring those up because as I did guess right, this is some sort of like purgatory where they're sending souls to either be reincarnated or to void, which sounds delightful. And the thing that was really I kind of like, because it was really throwing you off, or in this case I think it might be because when they came down the elevator, he came out of the elevator with a horn mask and she came out with a no mask. Is it a no mask it's called? I think it's called. And I think it's two reasons. One, because it's throw off that he is the bad one, but I think it also do throw in the fact that he caused their death. Whatever happened, he is responsible for two people's death. If you're pro-life, three people's death, which I'm not. So that's not weird when I say it like that. But yeah, you know what I mean. So in that regard, he was considered like the one to be sent to void. But later on, when it's shown that she had cheated on him and all of that, she's the one that be sent to void and he to reincarnation, which I really can't really understand. I don't understand the moral of the things. I mean, obviously, cheating, really bad. I think we all agree on that. Cheating on your partner is an awful thing to do. But he caused their death, by being reckless and all of that. And we could then use the like, yeah, but if she didn't cheat, he wouldn't react like that. Yeah, but we also did notice that he had a very jealous side to him, He heard her friends over her and he instantly thought she was the one cheating, meaning that he wasn't really secure to begin with, Meaning that even if she... Now, of course, we have it on paper, so to speak, that she did cheat, she did awful with that, no doubt about it, but even if she hadn't, he would still be this very jealous and very insecure and could have caused this, So I don't really understand how the concept is like, going to who getting what, going where, because I think in the end both of them are pretty bad people, because yeah, because of all this what do you call it, what, all the things that happened. And then though there is another thing that I think about when I think about it a little bit like that, is that it seems like, I will say, I think it is because the Kim is using his threads. She got cut on her lip suddenly. And I don't know if that was like something to be like, yeah, tell the truth, like speak out the truth. And yeah, because they're all still, especially like when she fell and she like still threw the dart into his heart. And I think that is a symbol. Now when I think about it, it's kind of a lot of symbolism, isn't it? She throw the dart, hits him in the eye, like he's blinded. It could be meaning that he's blind to what's happening, but he can also be blinded by jealousy and his rage. And then she, getting hit in the gut because, gut feeling. But then also in the last dart hitting in the heart, aka crushing his heart and all that. So that I think that is the thing. There's so much symbolism in this show that I'm gonna have a hard time to pick out on right away. And in the end, she was sent to the void and he to reincarnation, which honestly don't really make much sense to me because he was about to, well, he was gonna assault her and uh, maybe kill her a second time, you know? And if that is nothing bad, but what I don't really understand. Um, I'm trying to like understand their metric. Is it because she cheated, and if because of that, because she cheated, a cheater, you know, cheating in games and stuff like that. Okay, so she would cheat, uh, which she kind of did in a way that, you know, oh, I'm using the child as a defense. But then again, if she really was pregnant and all of that, I mean, it was a child. Maybe not his, but it was still a child there, you know. Well, a fetus, as I like to call it. How long was it there in there? Well, whatever. The thing is that I don't really see where they draw the metric. Like, I mean, I assume this is much about the psychological of things, you know, that make you being judged as either going to reincarnation or purgatory, aka void or whatever. And it honestly doesn't. I'm still a little bit like, do they considering the cheating worse, or was it because she pissed him off? But he was about to assault her, and if the Kim had to be there using his threads, he would like literally destroy her there. We know that. We saw that rage, that blind rage. But that doesn't seem to be. Honestly, I am a little bit confused by that. So I am not entirely sure where they draw the where. I mean, in my opinion, I think both of them would deserve to go to void probably, because both seem to be kind of like reckless assholes in that regard. One cheated, one causing their deaths. So, you know, so that was what. Oh god, dude, I'm terribly sorry about that, but I just really got to think a lot about this because of all of this, to see why, and how, and I am still curious though. So I'm definitely not like angry or like disliking this show. I'm liking it. I'm just really trying to get a logical sense of what is the metric of this. What do they judge as going to reincarnation, aka good? I mean, I guess it's good, or and the void. Like, I think that is something that is very hard to see, and of course, since they are dead shinigamis, their view of what we consider moral is obviously very different. So maybe they consider the mental anguish you cause worse than the physical one, aka you can beat the shit out of one, and that is not as bad as cheating on someone, for example. Because in the end, it's all very subjective, you know. So I seriously, I'm curious about this. I'm terribly sorry about this, but I took a shower and was like, dude, fuck, this show is gonna make me think a lot. It already hurts. But yeah, seriously though, I will be back next Thursday with more Death Parade, and we're gonna see what happened then. I'm curious to see what's gonna be, and yeah, what is your thoughts about this? And hopefully you guys can give me some more feedback and understanding what's going on without spoiling. Please don't spoil it for me. I'm gonna enjoy this show. Just as I was about to edit this entire video, I came up with one other possible theory on why this all happened. And it's because it was right in front of me, but I didn't think about that. And it's the very thing that they are couples coming down, and one of the most awful thing you can do against your partner is cheating. So I assume that is the reason why this happened. This is not to do with like their personal thing, so to speak, but rather what they anguish towards in their partnership. He didn't cheat, but she cheated, aka she broke the trust. And we even got very vivid like imagery about like the blood dripping on the ring and all that, like the marriage is like, ah, fucked, and all of that. I think that might be the case. I'm not sure, but I feel like that makes more sense in this regard, you know, that about the trust, because that is something that is incredible. I mean, important. That is literal building a relationship. The trust and the love, of course, but the trust, you trust your partner and all that. and she broke that. So I assume that is what this is about. I might still be wrong, and I'm just thinking that that might be weighing over what actually happened. Um, because in the end he caused himself his own death, and the coward was a way like, yep, you were cheated on, and the trust was broken, etc., etc. So now you get reincarnated, and she gets sent to the void. Um, I think it can be something like, well, more like this. This is just a random thought that just popped into my brain, and I'm not. I think this can be more the reasonable conclusion of this. Why am I overthinking this so much? I'm so sorry about this, guys. I'm so sorry.